Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. It is chamber check-in time, and welcome to another episode where today we get to feature the Honey Baked Ham store. I've got owner Tess Kime with us today. Hi, Tess.
Hi.
Thanks for spending some time with me today and helping share the Honey Baked Ham story. Tess, you've been a member relatively recently. You joined, right when you opened up, and I remember last year when you were prepping for all this, and now it's finally come to fruition. We had our ribbon cutting, and we've actually ordered catering from you, and everybody's been loving it. But these chamber check-ins, Tess, are a great opportunity to help share our member stories, kind of where they got their start, their products and services, and most importantly, the people. And so let's start with you, Tess. Tell me and help share a little bit about you, your background, and what led you into becoming an entrepreneur and purchasing this franchise here locally.
Yeah. My husband and I were both from the Treasure Valley, born and raised. We have two kiddos. They're 8 and 10. And let's see, I went to school to be a physician assistant. So that was in 2010. And so, yeah, for the last, 10 years, I've been working in medicine. Most of that was spent in gastroenterology and liver disease.
Wow.
So taking care of some really sick patients. So I think, like a lot of my coworkers, I was starting to kind of feel some burnout there. And then the pandemic hit, and in 2020, I was furloughed for a while. And so I think that was sort of the time when it was kind of eye-opening to me, just starting to think about maybe it was time for me to do something else and kind of step out of medicine, work for myself. So, it wasn't easy. When you go to school for something and, that kind of becomes part of your identity. But, my husband was really supportive, and it took us a couple of years to kind of get in a place where I could actually leave, medicine and kind of start this new venture. So yeah, it was important to us that we show our kids that, hey, if you're unhappy, it's okay to make a change. Even in your, late 30s, and you thought you were going to do that for the rest of your career, it's never too late. And so that was something that we did kind of take that opportunity to teach our kids that. And so that's been really great, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Honey Baked Ham, I can't remember if it was here in town before, but tell us a little bit about the national story origin of the Honey Baked Ham Company.
Yeah, so it was founded in Detroit, and that was over 65 years ago, by a man named Harry Honsler. And he's kind of known as, the father of sliced ham, because he actually created the spiral slicer. So some pretty, unique history there. And it's remained a family-owned company. There's I think now there's almost 500 stores, nationally,
Wow.
between corporate stores and franchise stores. But one thing I can say is that they have done a really great job at making it still feel like, kind of mom and pop and kind of that small town feel. I mean, they've really done a great job making it not feel too, corporate. So,
Right.
yeah. So Greg and I, we did some research, and finally decided on Honey Baked, for several reasons, but a few things. I mean, when we realized that there wasn't one in Idaho, we thought that Idaho definitely needed a Honey Baked.
Right.
And I would say the biggest thing, though, that drew us to it is just the high quality products. There's a rigorous selection process that happens when, they're looking at, ham and actually only about 10% of the proteins that they evaluate actually, become a honey baked product. So that really stood out to us. We really liked, we wanted a product that we could stand behind and be, proud to serve, to the community. So that was huge. We also just really liked what the brand signified. I mean, to us, and I think to many people, honey baked is, it's all about family meals. It's about sitting down at a table and, actually engaging and not just kind of eating on the fly and looking at your cell phone while you're, shoveling something in your mouth. It's really about bringing the family back to the table and having that centerpiece and getting good conversation in. We were really excited to kind of, offer that and encourage that in our community. And so, as cheesy as it sounds, it really brings us a lot of joy, just kind of knowing that, for so many families, we get to be like just a small piece of their, holiday meal. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it. It's so important to keep those families together, and you can do that at the dinner table. And I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
So your store is also a restaurant. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So you can come in, you can sit down, you can have lunch. We have, a full deli, so you can get lots of different sandwiches. We have soup, we have salads. Here soon at the end of April, we'll be offering some hot sides as well, like mac and cheese. So we're excited about that. We have sliders. So yeah, and then, another piece of our business is doing catering. We actually really enjoy catering a lot. So you can get, meat and cheese trays, you can get sandwich trays. We do salads, broccoli salads, potato salad, all kinds of things. And then, we have more retail products. A lot of people don't know, but we have ribs. Our ribs are phenomenal. We have pot roast. We have bacon. Of course, we have all the sides. We actually have whole turkeys also, which a lot of people don't know. Yeah, we did one of our turkeys for this last Thanksgiving. And it was our best Thanksgiving because it was the easiest. I mean, they're fully cooked. You can't go wrong. But I mean, honestly, we just spent more time, hanging out with family. We weren't stressed about our turkey. It was awesome.
Well, I already had lunch today, but I'm even hungrier talking about that. Broccoli salad is actually one of the best broccoli salads I've ever had.
Thank you.
You had catered one of our events the last couple of weeks, and we've had the potato salad and the broccoli salad, but the broccoli salad did not last very long. Let me tell you that much.
Good.
And then I saw one of my friends had posted on Facebook that he was at the Home Depot. So you're located on Milwaukee, next to that Home Depot in Boise. And he was over shopping and they were getting something ready for him. I can't remember what it was, but he'd come over to your store and was just raving about it. He's like, I can't even make a sandwich this good. So that was pretty cool. And he was carrying the torch for honey baked ham. And I thought that was really cool. Another thing that I noticed during our ribbon cutting that we had is you even have condiments and dry beans and then you had like 3 to 4 doors of frozen products as well, that like with pies and other things. Tell me if I'm missing anything there.
Yeah, no, you're correct. You can, we also have ham bones. You can just come in and grab a ham bone and a soup mix if you just want to make soup at home. So that's another kind of nice, thing that we offer. And our desserts are, they're dangerous. They're really good. We have a coconut cake that's kind of limited time offer for Easter only. So yeah, we have some good products.
I saw a couple customers came in, and once they saw those pies, I think the couple had taken two out, and the gentleman was like, "These are for me." So
Yeah. Yes.
okay, hey, we're coming into Easter, and I know it's hard to tell with all the weather we've been having in the late winter that keeps just not ready to go, and spring's still just hiding behind the clouds somewhere.
Yeah.
But tell us about your Easter products and how we connect with you and how do we best prepare?
So now is the time. We already have lots of online orders, which is great. So, we can do, there's lots of options. Obviously the ham is kind of what, everyone thinks of at Easter time. But if you're not a ham, family, we've got turkey breast that's also glazed. It's about 3 to 3.5 pounds of turkey breast, and it's fully sliced. And then, we have all the sides. If you don't want to do any of the sides yourself, we've got rolls. We also have just meals, that are kind of bundled together. So you can go online, honeybake.com, just make sure to click on the Boise location, and you can just kind of, browse our different meals. For example, we have a quarter ham meal that's, a smaller size quarter ham, that's bone in with some sides and some rolls. So lots of different options there. If you're not wanting to, prepay and do it online, you can just walk in. That's never a problem. Or just call us. We can always take a reservation over the phone. You can pay when you come in. I will say we have what's called our gold pickup days, and that's on this year. It falls on the 4th and 5th of April. And what that is basically we offer $5 off any purchase of a bone-in ham when you pick up on one of those 2 days. You do have to go online, at least just show us, the coupon online. Just show it to us on your phone. You don't necessarily have to print it. And if you're shopping online and you choose that for your pickup day, it'll automatically put that $5 off. So it's a good option.
Your website, honeybake.com, find the Boise store. There's the phone number to call. You'd mentioned glaze. And before we started our broadcast, I was looking for some type of video to play. You learn a lot from videos, and you're like, hey, that's a proprietary glaze. We can't share that with anybody. I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm. It's glazing is not easy. We all get training. When you buy into the franchise, we get several weeks of training, and glazing is part of that. It takes about 100 hams to really get that technique down. So, it's we're pretty proud of our glazing because it is hard work, but it's also really fun. It's a good time.
Okay.
Who doesn't like fire and a torch? So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just want to say congratulations on your leap of faith for being a business owner and choosing such a great brand. For those who are listening, we really want you to give Honey Baked Ham a try. The catering, the in-store restaurant, the holiday orders, some great condiments down there, and just the really good people. Tess, while I have you, is there anything else that you'd like to educate the listeners on?
I just would actually like to say thank you. I mean, the community has just they've been just amazing. I mean, people who come in, for those who know the brand, they've just been so welcoming and really excited that we're here. And, it's of course it's scary, opening up a brand new business. You don't quite know how the community is going to receive you. But everyone has just been really outstanding. And, the other thing I would just like to say is that we're excited just to get involved in things. We're doing 2 Easter fundraisers with some local schools. So I'm really passionate about kind of giving back in that way. And we're just excited to be here. And thank you.
Absolutely, Tess. you know why people love the brand is because the people. And I know that you and your husband and your team there are just genuine people. So thanks for joining the chamber. Thanks for your investment in the schools. Um, enjoy your weekend. And I look forward to our next conversation, Tess.
Sounds good. Thank you, Paul.
You bet. Bye.